So we're gonna go. Our our focus today is perfect competition in the short run and long run. So there's four market structures, and they're called perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly. So this chart here is really good. Perfect. So pure competition. There's a very large number of firms. Product is standardized. No control over price. Conditions of entry are very easy, no obstacles, and no non-price competition. Examples are agriculture. Can you think of another example of perfect competition? Paper. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's good, Gregory. That's great. I think paper would probably fit that description. If anyone's seen The Office, it's a funny show. Uh, the paper industry is not there's not a lot of differentiation. Like each product is basically the same. Yeah, it's a funny show. I used to watch it all the time. So yeah, there is no difference in paper from Staples to Walmart to other places, basically. So that would fit the perfect competition model. So that's great. A great, great one, Gregory. That's excellent. And then monopolistic competition is when there's many firms, the product is differentiated. There's some control over price, but within rather narrow limits, and it's relatively easy to enter. And there's non-price competition in terms of advertising, brand names, and trademarks. And this can be done through retail trade, dresses, and shoes. So like those are good examples of monopolistic competition. Can you think of other examples of monopolistic competition? That's good. Yeah, video games. That's great, Gregory. Yeah, video games would be a good example because they aren't that different from each other. So like so like e.g. Halo and Call of Duty, they are both similar in terms of gameplay. So very little differentiation. Computers, that's true. Yeah, computers are good. Computers are a good example. Yeah, staple name brands. Yeah, computers. So HP is not much different from Dell. That's good. And then like staples like bread, Dempster's is not much different from Wonder. Yeah, like Minecraft is similar. Yeah, Minecraft's a good example. Like with so Minecraft is similar to a lot of to like it's similar to Roblox, let's say, and games like that, similar. Yeah, like it's it's sort of similar. Like it's a bit different, but it's definitely not complete. Like it's differentiated a bit, but there's still a lot of similarities. But it's not exactly similar. And then oligopoly is when there's a few firms, the product is standardized or differentiated. Uh, you're limited by mutual interdependence, considerable with collusion. There's significant obstacles, and there's a lot of non-price competition. And examples include steel, auto, farm implements. Can you think of any other examples of this? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good job. That's great. Oligopoly. Yeah, 2 to 3 companies is excellent. Yeah. If it's like a small industry, so milk, that fits the bill here. So milk, there are only a few milk producers in Canada, and then they have pricing power because they can coordinate together. Airlines, it's great. Yeah, airlines. So Air Canada, WestJet, they can coordinate prices. Yeah, so Bell Rogers would be another example. Can coordinate telecommunication prices because it's an oligopoly. WestJet, Porter, Air Canada, that's great. A great job on that. That's excellent. So those are good examples of oligopolies. And then monopoly, there's one firm. The product is unique. There's no close substitutes. There is considerable control over price. Conditions of entry are blocked. Non-price competition is mostly public relations and advertising, and then examples are local utilities. So conditions required for perfectly competitive markets include very large numbers. So each firm has a minuscule part of an entire market. Standardized product, identical and thus are perfect substitutes. Price takers so small they have no influence over the market price. Easy entry and exit, no obstacles to entry or to exit the industry. Yeah, Gregory has another good point. Monopoly would be EpiPens. That's so like patents. I like how you brought up the patent thing. The Yeah, the patent argument is very good. So if someone has a patent on something, they can produce it exclusively, and no one else can produce it. Patents can create monopolies because the firm who has the patent is the only one that can legally produce it unless they license it out, unless they license the formula out. So, perfect competition, perfectly elastic demand. Firm produces as much or little as they want at the market price. Firms cannot obtain a higher price by lowering its output. Firm does not need to lower its price to sell more output. Average revenue is total revenue divided by quantity equals price. Total revenue equals price times quantity. Margin revenue is change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. So in this case, if you did margin revenue, taking the change in total revenue, it would be a flat curve.